And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Detroit Tigers.
In my blue sky, there's a cloud. There's a cold rain falling down. And I wonder what
First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set. Our starter in this one, Jackson Jobe. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, he's been giving up a lot of hard contact this season. I mean, coming in, guys are hitting comfortably in the high 200s. So many times there's some bad luck, but then also there's just a little miss here or a little miss there.
Well, it has been a stream of internet problems. And if we disconnect here, I might just keep playing, to be honest. Just put the rest up as a recording. Ball one to Stephen Kwan as Jackson Jobe takes on the Cleveland Guardians here today.
That one missed.
He's been raking in recent games.
It's quite unusual for me to only first actually play a game about 5 hours into a stream.
That's through there for a strike.
Kwan will take strike one, 2-1 from Jackson Jobe. 3-1.
Right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Different start today for the Guardians. They were chasing a lot early in yesterday's game.
3-1 is on the way.
Cutter in for strike two. And not a single swing from Stephen Kwan. Rip right field, right at Riley Green. Not the fastball we were after. In a 3-2 count, Kwan turned on it, hit it right to Riley. Nolan Jones, who had one hell of a day yesterday, having one hell of a season, followed by J-Ram. It's pretty much the same lineup, and in fact, I want to say the same lineup we faced in game one. They put up 12 runs.
3 hits
on the
last night.
Tigers.
So he was a big factor in getting that win. That one off the mark.
Change up.
Ball one.
Relative good one. Taken by Jones.
And a swing and a miss there.
It's the one weapon that Jobe is going to have there. Throw a fastball right by someone.
But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Cutter, that's going to be into center. Into right center, and this Guardians team has done that again. Just pretty weak contact into the gaps, but it's hit hard enough that, and in a spot that all the Tigers have as a play is just to get behind it. Not a hard hit at all, but it completely split Baddoo and Green, and Nolan Jones has 4 hits in the series.
Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Just missed.
I'm really going to hate this team at the end of these 4 days, aren't I?
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Ripped foul by Ramirez. He was out in front on the cutter.
And a foul ball.
Somehow fouled away again.
Pitch
selection is really, really bad. Or at least location is really bad right now.
Man at second. Foul ball still.
Protection from J-Ram.
1
on, 1 out. Here for the Guardians. 13 pitches deep for Jobe.
But that's not what that pitch was.
Fouled that one off, too.
He fouls it away. 1 out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series.
Nope.
And that's down and away.
Make it 2-2. Already, it is not shaping up to be a long start for Jobe.
Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they
high fly ball, right field, foul territory. Green just missed it.
Foul ball.
In the air to center. Towards Baddoo. Some decent speed from Jones. They will not tag. So a runner on second, but now 2 outs here in the top of the first. It's going to be a long inning for Jackson Jobe, but it has a chance to be an unproductive inning for Cleveland. Ball 1 to Noel.
And it's 1-0.
Pretty rare that Jobe's inaccuracy really comes back to bite us.
That one fouled off.
Like, in terms of just almost walking guys.
And strike 2.
I feel like we're just throwing pitches up there and not even really knowing where they're going to go.
Fouls it off.
Noel will
Still
foul
1-2.
one off for over 20 pitches in this first.
2 outs.
That sweeper was nasty, but a little bit too nasty. Popped up.
Gets under it.
Long run for
Green
Green.
going after it.
Oh, it's fucking near a 25-pitch inning for Jackson Jobe, but no damage is done by
One
Cleveland.
left for the Guardians. The Tigers coming
So it is
up.
extra
No score.
important
You're dialed into
for the
the
Tigers
show.
coming to bat for the first time today that runs will be scored after what we just saw.
And we're back. And on the mound in this one, Tanner Bybee.
Problem with that?
What should we keep an eye
Tanner
on
Bybee.
here?
Now, he has started 10 games, but he has won 5 of them. Has not been on the hook for a loss yet. Low strikeout rate. And a high whip for a guy with a sub-3 ERA. So it is J-Head.
So that a base hit doesn't do more
Oh,
damage
wow.
and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Justin Henry Malloy, the leadoff
Guardians
batter,
just
as he
2
looks at
games
ball
above
1.
500, but a big series for them to try and change the course of their season.
Swing
Out in
and a
front on a
miss. There's that
changeup.
changeup.
5-pitch pitcher is Bybee. Has decent velocity on the fastball and a curveball that will dip into the 70s.
Way out
Out in front
for
on
strike 2.
the last 2 offerings. Change up and then cutter.
Cut out and miss, struck him out.
Doesn't get
And
much
that's the
worse.
first out.
He's locked in
To
at the
start a
plate,
game
moves
than
the
that.
whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel
Gary
a little more,
Carpenter.
and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And here is Kerry Carpenter.
Home run number 26 last night. He's going to have 35 before the All-Star break.
Now 1-1.
Went after that
Tries to stay away
changeup.
from this left
And
hand.
I really feel like
While
it's
left
got
handers
a
like the ball
towel.
down
And that's the
and in.
thing, is that it's making these swings look even worse because I feel like as soon as I try and swing, I know that it's not going to work out for us.
1-1 now. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Wow. We're going to do that in the first. Oh, my. Had to foul it off,
Up to
same
the
damn
left,
spot.
Into foul ground.
No, no, no.
At the wall, and it's out
I
of
was
play.
going to say,
I would
please,
throw
for the
him
love
another
of God.
breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball.
I mean,
slightly
Bybee now
elevated.
knows
just
that he
is having a
doesn't
hard time
have to
catching
throw a
up.
strike.
One down, base is empty.
There it is.
Strike 3,
Change
and
up
that's
right
2
at
in
the
a row.
knees, and he
Well,
has
there appears to
started
be no problem
his outing
settling
with
in on
2
the mound out there
strikeouts.
today. It looks pretty tough to start this one.
And I mean, he got some help. We don't have to swing at that
somebody's gonna
pitch
have
if a
to put the bat on
curveball
the
that didn't
ball, put
clip
it in
the
play, and
outer edge
something going.
was called.
Here's Riley Green. Swing and a miss.
Oh, my
Strike.
God.
Green launched a homer in
Everything
this
that
most
he has
recent
thrown
game.
us in this first inning has faded to an edge or outside the box.
Righty delivers. Late
Yep.
on that fastball.
Well, he threw so many fucking change-ups right outside the zone at the knees. Of course we're late on the fastball. Good Lord.
Next offering is downstairs.
First
1
two
and
hitters
2
get
here on
punched
Green,
out
whose
on
average
strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you
is
get your
dipped below
chance, go up there
300.
and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Next offering way upstairs.
Yeah, it was a good
Base is
race.
empty.
Really just never knew, who was going to be on the right strategy right until the very end.
Got him. Strikes out the side.
Tanner Bybee
Begin
strikes
the
out the
game.
side.
What a start.
Speaking
We
of
move on to the
things that are
second
fun,
here at Comerica.
this
No
isn't.
score. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, David Fry.
Boog, here's a guy at the
You
plate.
very
I'm
much
expecting
did.
To have a good game. He always seems to play better.
I
in
was
road
only
games.
slightly confused.
Joe back to work. Fastball
David
for a
Fry
strike.
might get plunked today, depending on how
Even though it's
annoying
right
he's
there,
going
it
to
looks
be.
pretty good. If he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one's in there.
Control much better for Job. Here to start this second.
Behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Would
Yeah,
not
I
chase.
think that's right.
Guardians
There is a little inconsistency
through
on the
four, well, five
You can't
batters
always be sure how it's gonna
are
go
not
with those
chasing.
borderline pitches as the game progresses.
Next pitch is
Ah!
outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Oh!
And
No!
he just misses.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike in
How?
the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get
There
a
you
better
go.
feel for the umpire's strike zone.
David Fry doesn't take the bat off his shoulders.
Well,
He
hadn't
took
seen
a
that
couple
change the entire game
pitches
until that
really,
early
really
action.
close.
It's
One
pretty
you
tough
could
to
have
deal with as a
argued.
hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react
Strikeout
with
for
2
Jackson
strikes,
Jobe.
and then all of a sudden,
That
the pitch
one,
comes out of
really
nowhere,
tough take.
and
That
it's a good
cutter,
changeup. It's just
arguably,
almost impossible
and then
to
he
hit
just
it
takes
when
the
you haven't seen
changeup.
it.
And now it's the switch hitter.
Here's Carlos Santana.
That's in there.
It's our
0-1.
spot, but it worked out.
Santana, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club. He joined the team as
Cutter
a free
right
agent.
to Torque.
Torkelson. He takes it
Down
out.
2 away.
2 up,
A
2
quick
down,
inning
top
for
of the
Job,
second.
and I mean, you never know if he's on his game.
2 down. bases
Things
empty.
could work out.
Next for Cleveland,
Here's George Valera.
Fastball is outside.
Shit all over him in his major league debut last night. Popped up on the very first pitch of his career. Then he struck out, and then I think he donged. 2-0.
Next offering
Fastball
in
in
there
for
a
strike 1.
Strike 1.
Everything is just wild with Job.
And it's fouled away.
Mercifully grounded foul. I will not miss the days where every mistake that we made went over the wall. Check swing.
It's a strikeout.
Swinging
Guardians
strike
fail to score.
for Valera.
Bottom of the
And
second.
a good inning
No
from
score.
Jackson Jobe. Tigers back to bat, just looking to get on base and not strike out.
Back here in Detroit, stepping in the long ball threat, Spencer Torkelson.
Torque batting 224. 14 pitch inning for Tanner Bybee.
That
Fouled
one
away.
ripped, but foul.
No, I figured he wouldn't be. I gotta cheat his car up more, and by cheat it up, I mean, make it worse.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
Every mistake that Bybee has made over the plate and off an edge, we have not timed up, and we're bailing him out. Honestly, here early.
That's down and in.
Gotta be more selective. Don't swing at that shit on the edges. Hope that the ump blows a call.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Dude, this is Tanner Bybee. This
I
isn't.
don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook.
What are we
Get ahead of the
doing
count,
out here?
Get the guy in the box on his heels and then force him to
I
chase
wanted to
your
hold
pitch
back.
where he doesn't have much of a chance to do
0-1
any
is the
damage.
count.
Oh my God, he's
Down the
infuriating.
box, comes up empty with a swing there. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2.
Good timing whiff there from Torres. Outstanding.
Good
Ball
take
one.
by Torres.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it
Are we on
goes up
gold
off the
difficulty?
plate.
Holy shit. Chop foul. That's a cutter on the outer edge. 1-2 here on Torres.
And
Ball
there's a
match
ball.
outside.
Expecting to
Second
get
inning
rang
here,
up
no
there.
score.
2-2 on Glaber.
And a
3-2.
guy there.
Left-hander Akil Baddoo up next. Look at the amount of pitches on an edge or close.
inside, and that's
Glaber works a walk.
And that's how they
First
get their
Tigers
first
base
runner of the
runner
game.
comes here with one away in the second.
Not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch.
And what a bizarre start to the season of Akil Baddoo. Called up just recently. Really felt like he was hitting the ball well in Toronto, but he got robbed a shit ton and
5 games.
got 2 hits over his last 5 games. I'm not even certain he's played 5.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Baddoo hitless against Tanner Bybee. He's struck out 4 times. Oh, you can't, no!
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter.
Yeah, all those pitches that I threw last half inning that just missed certainly wouldn't have been considered to get called. Tanner Bybee's been helped out twice.
Liner snagged at first. Race to the bag, but he's safe. Good job to avoid the double play.
Tough play right there as he had to
Right.
catch an absolute bolt off the bat from a
We
close distance.
continue
He's
to
holding
do
runner
that,
at
by the
first,
way,
so
with a
really
runner
had to
on
get in a good
first.
position before
Line
the ball
out
was
right
hit
to the
make that
first
play.
baseman. It feels like that's been 4 or 5 straight days. We have done that. Here is Rogers. Ball
And
one.
fastball misses outside for a ball. 1-0. Torres.
It certainly
The runner
is.
at first, with 2 gone.
Tigers have kind of stunk against Cleveland the last 2 days, but
There's a swing and a miss.
Kelly just threw that
if he puts a
by
fastball
and
up there and
elevated,
nowhere
and if
else
you're
all
not
day,
looking up in that location,
we are
very
not going to
difficult
have
to
much
catch up to,
success.
especially with that velocity.
Up and in.
2-1 on Jake. Batting 175.
That one is upstairs.
3-1.
Trey Sweeney. in
Bring
the
up
on-deck
Trey
circle,
Sweeney.
hoping to get a chance to make a
All
big impact
fastballs
here.
from Bybee.
2 outs.
Hard
This one
hit
in
ball,
the air,
center field. Hit fairly well, not well
And that
enough.
will end the inning.
John Kenzie Noel plays center.
1 left for Detroit.
That's a
Move to
big
third
boy in
with
center
no
field. My God. Tigers hitless through 2. Again.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Since a 10-0 loss to the Reds, the Cleveland Guardians have won 6 straight. Ryan Rocchio leads off the inning.
Just off the outside edge.
Yeah,
And
naturally. No. Why would we call it?
swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Rocchio with a homer in his last game.
Found
The 1-1
away
is
2
fouled
strikes on Rocchio, who did battle and battle and battle his way to a home run last night.
In the
2-2.
dirt. 2-2. There's
Oh,
a
you
swing
can't
and
be for real, man.
And that's a fair ball.
It's a fair
Makes the
ball.
turn and heads for
Extra
second.
bases to start the
And he's
third
there
for
with a leadoff
Rocchio.
double.
He got a pitch he could get to out front.
I'm going to
Kept
assume
his
that
bat
cutter
on the
leaked
ball
over just
and
a little bit
didn't
too much.
roll his hands over.
I mean, Jobe's
And
command.
allowed him to
That
break
looked
ball down the line
inside
for the double.
almost. Hit
Runner
off the
scoring position
hands.
Now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
That close.
Runner in scoring position.
No, it was on the
No
outer.
outs.
That was all
Daniel
sorts of strange.
Schneemann
He
is
met
in
that
for the
thing way out in
Guardians.
front and on the hands and still hit it with power.
That one's in there. Going 1.
Does appear it is. Actually, it's not Woody Keller behind the plate.
And that one off the outside edge.
Not really sure who it is. Huh!
That's a good pitch.
Of
there.
old days.
Really had some run and
For the
finish.
Guardians to
Up
just
and in,
take
just on the
everything.
edge. And
The
that's what
Jobe,
it was.
fucking
Get
Jobe,
a broken bat.
who every
Drop back
pitch
to the
outside of his
dugout.
fastball could go anywhere.
Right through there for a strike.
It's a 3-2 count. 46 pitches, no out in the third. It's the best pitch Jobe's thrown this inning. And it got fouled off. Hard hit and foul.
And that's a foul ball.
Jobe might not get through 4.
Coming up.
And that's a walk.
4 to a board.
Had to try something. I mean, they're on the cutter, they're on the fastball, they're on the changeup. Tried to backdoor him, and that didn't work. And now here's Steven Kwan.
No outs. Kwan, the next to hit. Fought off foul.
We're honestly lucky. I know Steven Kwan's not a crazy power hitter, but we're lucky that's in the ballpark. Bullet, and it slices away. Green's throw will keep this a scoreless game, but the bases are loaded and there's nobody out. As here comes Cleveland.
I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so
It just sliced
good.
away
It's
from
feedback
Gleyber
that you
Torres.
had everything on time and in control from
It was a
start to
bullet,
finish with your
a
swing.
changeup up and in. Here's Nolan Jones.
Jones will hit next. And that misses.
Why would we get
And that's
help?
ball 1.
Why would we?
Bases loaded, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Helpful calls from the umpire. At the very least, 2-0 Cleveland.
Pop up something, but you got to make some pitches.
My
If
God.
He can battle and get through this. He can
There you go.
That's in
Yes.
there, and it's 1 and 2.
About damn time.
Frustrated with the strike zone.
Oh, what a pitch from Joel.
And that is a big first out.
Sinker right on the outer edge.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
Doesn't get any easier. In fact, it gets harder with Ramirez. Problems. Carpenter on the run. If we only allow a run in this inning, the way this was headed, honestly, that's great stuff.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at-bat.
Eventually, Tanner Bybee will either exit or make mistakes. Here's Noel. Taken, strike 1.
0-1.
That's a good pitch. Joe
And that one
turns,
handled.
fires to first, and the inning.
That ends the inning, and they limit the damage.
1-0 Cleveland. They loaded the bases with nobody out, but only push across the run. If the Tigers can figure out Tanner Bybee,
Tigers nothing.
feel like we're in good shape. But that becomes the problem. Figuring out Tanner Bybee.
High in the draft, he's had that top prospect.
8-9-1 for Detroit. Our only base runner came on a walk.
That starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
It's
probably the hardest hit ball of the day.
Down the right side.
There was a cutter on the inside part of the plate, and that cutter is so much slower than his fastball.
And
What
it's
I
even
want.
up.
There's a decent speed difference in just about every one of his pitches. I really feel like we need to pay a little bit more attention to that.
And a big
There's
swing
that
and a
cutter
miss.
again.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Threw it even better than last time. Hard hit right to someone. Another hard hit ball right at a corner infielder. We got a curveball there.
The batter
Now it is
Javier
Baez.
leading the AL in batting average. That one
Good
clips
strike.
the outside corner, and that is strike 1.
Tanner Bybee's been so nasty today.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He hung us a slider.
Right here, pitcher just in the driver's seat.
I was
He can go
thinking curve,
anywhere
so
he
of
wants
course
to
we're
go
late.
here.
Ball 1 there.
I don't know. Or 1 and 2, rather. Change up in off the plate.
And that's downstairs
Slider
and
misses.
outside.
2 and 2 on Baez. Make it 3 and 2. Slider misses badly again. Be due for something up and in here. Look at the strikes from Bybee here. Or a fastball down and away.
Strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it. Thinking
Complete
it might be
opposite corner where I was looking.
Flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Oi. Malloy,
First
pop foul.
offering is fouled off.
We allowed ourselves to get no hit deep into a game somewhat recently. It's happening again. Malloy hit it hard. Right center field. That one's down. No hitter no more. Malloy will stand in at second base and extend this third inning for Kerry Carpenter.
Swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that,
Big swing.
You're thinking extra bases from the first
Big
couple
swing.
of steps
You
out
knew
of the
it wasn't
box,
gonna
and
last
you'll feel
forever.
Real good about that one.
Even though this team is not the best with the bat,
And up next for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter.
you knew it wasn't going to last
He's 0
forever.
for 1.
Carpenter 0 for 1, and to be honest, can you blame him?
And downstairs.
His
Malloy
shit just continues
stands
to
at second
move.
with 2 gone.
Even after I feel like it should have already been past this.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Man, he really
Guessed wrong.
sells the changeup with that arm action.
Should be 2-0. It's 1-1.
Swing
Oh!
and a miss. And the count 1-2.
This is one of the nastier
Just see a
changeups
maybe
we've
double
seen
up on a pitch.
in
This guy
recent
will throw
memory.
3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off.
Slider down and in, and I think that's a good foul off from Carpenter. It did just miss that low inside corner in 1-2.
Swing
Yep.
and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
The best starting pitcher that we faced in some time. Andre
Andre
Palante for the Cardinals did what he did. Took a no-hitter into like the 5th inning, but in terms of his location, Tanner Bybee is on fire.
Start of the 4th. So in now for Cleveland, David Fry.
David Fry to start the
As he
4th.
turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivery. Close, but call the ball. Ball 1.
just missing off the plate there,
And that's the
according to
thing,
umpire.
is that
Out
it's
there
the
on mound,
egregious
maybe trying to
calls
get
that
an
go the
explanation.
way
Can't say he's convinced,
of our
but It
opposition.
looks like he's accepted it.
The next
It's
offering
an
misses.
absolute
Now 2-0.
joke as of late. We have had 2 balls clearly in the zone called balls here, and then 2 pitches at the plate out of the zone called strikes.
And there's a
There you
strike.
go.
Good for
Ah,
98.
nice. 2-1.
And that's off. the
That's a
inside
perfectly
edge.
timed cutter that
And
never
that's ball
cut.
3.
3-1. Ground ball to
Ground
Torres.
right side.
Bailed out a little bit there by
Moves it to
David Fry.
first. That's the first out in the top of the
Fry
4th.
is 0
Well,
for
I'm impressed
2.
with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
No perfect game. No hitter.
Stepping up for the
Tigers can
Guardians,
finally
Carlos
start to settle
Santana.
in.
0 for 1 so far.
Realize that we're down 1-0.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
And I mean, we're really struggling here with Job.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
I mean, pitch count is awful.
Just missed.
Cleveland's just not swinging today. They are just not.
And that's outside.
And to be fair, I mean, I guess I can't blame them. Job has been so wild.
Swing and a foul out of play.
It's almost like we have to be fastball heavy, pitch to hard contact,
And that's ball 4.
but we can't locate the fastball either.
One down.
Second walk for
George
Job, and the
Valera
walks
digs in
could
for the
be way
Guardians.
worse, but
He was a strikeout victim
I mean,
his
it's
first time.
been long at bats every single time.
Just missed.
They will not chase.
Man at first, one away.
at all.
Runner takes off.
Runner on the move. That is a bullet. Throw. Sweetie. Oh, what a double play for Detroit.
3 up, 3 down that time.
An absolute bullet off the bat of Valera. Gloved by Torres. Quick flip onto second. And back to Torkelson at first for the double play. Oh, man. That was real tight.
And we're back.
One of the Detroit plays of the year. And it's 3, 4, and 5. Green, Torkelson, and Torres. That changeup is diabolical.
Just haven't produced as many competitive
I can't even adjust to it because the second we do, we're gonna get fastballs blown past us.
Even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting.
Tanner Bibee racking up strikeouts, which hasn't done his pitch count many favors. If we play this right, he could be at 70 pitches through 4. There it is. I'm sitting there thinking because most of those changeups have looked about that level. And that causes us to be late on the fastball, and that's going to happen now. Oh! One of his worst changeups of the day just caught us looking because it didn't break as low as I thought it was going to.
Fully on the attack with these hitters.
Tanner Bibee is unfucking real.
Good pace going, no doubt.
Fastball fired in. Bibee has worked himself off the edges just a little bit, but the pitch mix is still getting to us. Ground ball from Tor. Rare bout of contact.
And they get Torkelson for the
now
out.
batting the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Here's Gleyber Torres. Walked his first time.
It's another one on the edge that we don't have any business swinging at that we did.
Swinging a foul back.
That's ball up and in.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one misses.
Oh, did Tanner Bibee not get a call? Oh. That sucks, doesn't it?
And that is out of play.
So he just goes fastball up and in again. Why not? Exactly the pitch I was thinking. But not really. Well, he missed his spot. I think he wanted that more on a corner. It didn't really break that much, but I mean, this is what we have to deal with today with Tanner Bibee. This blows. Fouled away by Torres again. He's making him use some pitches, even though that was ball 2.
2 down, nobody on. Fights that
Fouled
one
away.
Still 1-2.
Should get out of play and does. Like, what is that? Tanner Bibee got the scouting report.
Yeah, that's
Dude, that was a changeup. That looked like a fastball middle in all the way.
good eye right
I thought
there.
we were getting rung up.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the
3-2.
game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And a walk for Gleyber Torres.
It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
A lot of foul balls on pitches up and in. Extends the inning for Akil Baddoo. Line out to first base his first time up today. Bibee 65 pitches in. Fouled away.
There.
Couldn't catch up on a fastball up and away. We just need a mistake that we can mash.
2 outs. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Wasn't very far behind it.
That one drifts inside.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take it.
1-2.
That
2
one
and
missed.
2-2. Pitch number 70 for Bibee. We hit 1 goal. He won't complete game us here today.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. So it's no runs.
Now, I do
hits,
expect
no
Bybee
errors,
to come
and
back
one
out
left
for the
on
5th,
base.
but
We're headed to the
I really
5th.
can't
It's the
imagine
Guardians
much more
1,
than
and
that.
the
And if we
Tigers
have
nothing.
success, his day will be cut short. No, so Peaches, the Peaches that was under the furnace is a different Peaches that is in the clinic. Jackson Jobe trying to do whatever he can here.
Late swing, foul to the left.
No, we had a feral cat that was brought in that was not told to us that was feral, and it was brought in a pet carrier and ran out and wound up under the furnace.
Right through there for a strike.
Where it was then sedated and was done. What it was brought in to have done was done anyway.
Knocks that one away.
Out
and
away,
we'll do it
sweeper.
again.
0-2. Chopper,
short.
Sweeney. Not great speed from Rocchio.
Throws the
Went
first
away.
in time, and the leadoff hitter retired.
No,
in the
completely different cat,
Fade
same
and the
name.
Sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Schneeman.
Remember the Homestead race when we ran the Fuck Peaches car on the
He reached out
43?
to walk his first time.
It's that Peaches, not this Peaches. Daniel Schneeman.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
I don't get Jobe today. One of the worst pitchers we have used in a while.
Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Yeah, somebody is. That scheme has actually got a good bit of attention on Trading Paints, like more than what I usually do, and that was a surprise to me.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Fouled off left side.
I'd love to foul off a pitch over there. Good God. Fouled away
Stays alive.
again by Schneeman. We should get some help up in the bullpen. Jobe's about to throw pitch number 80. Remember, we do have Brebbia, and we might just have to go to Brebbia here early on, and all of a sudden I can't get back to the bullpen part. So we'll warm up Brebbia and Gunther. Not the guys I want to use at this stage of the game, but it's what we have.
Foul ball
He
still.
fouled
1-2
away
count.
another
Also really
one.
good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Come on. You're Daniel Schneeman. What do you mean? There you
Through
go.
that one, it's a strikeout.
Down he goes.
It's almost like he's telling
This
the
has
guys
been the
in
most
bullpen, "Stay down, I
disastrous
got this."
1-0
And a
game
for
ever.
Cleveland. Stephen Kwan. 1 for 2.
Stephen Kwan. Popped up on the infield. Well, Jobe is going to get through 5, allow 1 run in the most chaotic way possible. He really hasn't even been all that bad. It's just Cleveland's been able to just run his count up all day.
Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
up
check out the
for the
latest
Tigers,
news from around the
the
league.
catcher.
I mean, all the Cole Trickle schemes on Trading Paints are primarily just, you know, movie throwbacks, you know. Superflow car, City Chevrolet. Tanner Bybee is back out, 70 pitches in. Neither starter's pitch count is good here today.
That one
that
outside,
pitch is out.
and it's 1-0.
But Jobe has done enough of a good job to keep this game close.
Swing and a miss.
Cutter.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
I have to guess on that cutter because I don't know if it's a changeup or a cutter. I never do.
That's in there.
That big curve inside is a pitch that can
It's-
a little bit. Looks like a fastball.
To be honest, I don't think it's one of my better schemes, but I think it's something to do with the white numbers. Like, I feel like they just don't look right in my mind. It's a good-looking scheme. Don't get me wrong. It's very much in line with what you would ask for, the old Dale Earnhardt Jr. throwback, but I don't know. Not a big fan of white numbers.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
So, like, I'm looking at it thinking something's wrong, and I'm like, no, this is exactly how it's supposed to be.
As it gets.
2-2 on Rogers. 3-2.
And the count is filled up.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a
I'm not
fastball,
sure
something
Cleveland
in his
has
zone because he does
bullpen
not want to
action
allow the
up
leadoff walk.
if Rogers is to get on base.
Hacks and
Why
misses.
would he?
It's a strikeout.
Why would he? Because I'm dumb.
Now batting. Shortstop.
And now,
Why am I dumb?
Sweeney.
Sweeney.
Can anybody answer me that question? That was not a foot above the zone, but a good ways above the zone.
And that's through there for a
That was a
strike.
fastball.
And
Looked like
it's
a cutter.
0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage.
So I actually thought about that. Actually, I thought put that City Chevrolet yellow in the numbers, and I thought it would look pretty decent. But I never actually did it. Change up, tap foul by Sweeney. I wonder if he gets through this fifth, if he will be allowed to go through the sixth.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Dude's got no gas left, and he can still throw a changeup at the knees.
That should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that.
Everything in the same line.
Next time.
Here's Baez. Struck out.
Tigers
looking
have
his
1
first
hit.
time.
Now, to be fair, the Guardians only have 3.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
I think it's Bibby's quick
Baez,
delivery that's fucking me
multi-time
up really
All-Star,
bad.
32 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 325 in his last 10 games.
0-2.
Cutter and I had no idea what it
Leading by
was.
a run,
Decided
last
to
half of
take
inning number 5.
0-2.
And
One
ball
ball,
1.
2 strikes.
Tigers just need somebody else in this game.
Swing and a miss, struck him
If that's the
out.
last
And he
pitch Tanner
strikes out
Bibby
the
throws,
side for the second
Tanner
time
Bibby
tonight.
just struck out
On
the
order for
side.
Tigers.
And he
They're
was as
down
good
1-0.
in this fifth as he ever was. Oh my.
All right, we go to the top half of inning
Well,
number
Job
6.
is tired.
Now it's the Guardians DH.
Lefty switch
Nolan
hitter righty.
Jones.
It's just gonna be all matchup stuff. I'd much rather attack Nolan Jones, that's for sure, because Ramirez and Noel are better against lefties. So give me Johnny Brebbia.
So they turn things over to the righty, Johnny Brebbia.
Only game number 7, and his last time out, he was actually pretty damn good. But a 3-pitch reliever here.
And that one clips the
That's a
corner.
perfectly timed pitch that missed on the complete opposite edge that it was supposed to.
Fun getting a chance to see him go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count off, and now they've got an opportunity to continue.
I would
to get things
imagine
difficult
Nolan
on the
Jones
bullpen.
is thinking fastball here. Well, he was, I guess, enough to make contact on it. J-Hen there.
Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
And no,
Quick
they
work
haven't
for
broken through
Brebbia.
in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out
That
at
was a
bats,
nice pitch.
it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Ramirez.
Change up
in the
and
box
strike
again.
one.
Takes the
Surprised
strike.
he took there.
Surprised
he took there.
0-2 count. Both pitches were down.
Saw a
in the
look
zone.
of
I think
horror
you set your sights a little
on
bit
my
higher,
face.
because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Ground ball. Torres is there. Oh, my
Slings
goodness.
to first.
Couple of nice plays from Glaber today.
Two outs, base is empty. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, John Kenzie Noel. 0 for 2 in this one.
Here is Noel. Ball
And
one.
that one upstairs, ball 1.
Ooh. Now that slider from Brebbia didn't do much, but good enough. 1-1.
Fly
Right
ball
field,
down the
Green.
line. Green going after it.
Toward the line.
And he makes the catch.
I don't really understand how we're in this game. I'm not sure that I do. Top of the Tigers order to up. Jahen, Carpenter, and Green. Does Bybee come back out?
So Cleveland brings on a new reliever,
No.
Sam Hentges.
Now,
And this is an
No, he
important
doesn't.
part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of
It
outs
is
to
the
get.
left-hander,
So
Sam
they're looking for a big
Hentges.
outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
One of these three bats needs to get on to extend this to Torque.
That's down
Ball
and in.
1.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen.
Tim Herron, Cade Smith.
getting loose out there.
Also warming up,
Herron
bottom
getting cranked
6,
up as
1-0
well.
Cleveland. 4 combined hits today.
And there's a strike.
It might be
96
time to
mile an hour
chill out,
fastball that
get
had
that
some
front foot
movement
down
to
early,
it.
Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Oh,
That pitch
Yeah.
clips the outside corner. Now 1-2.
it's been a day of location for Cleveland. Really has.
And that's down
I
and away.
say, don't
That's a
ring me up
really
on
good
that.
take.
We got rang up on a curve outside the edge earlier. Not again.
That one into
3-2.
there. Full count, 3-2. Kerry
Base runner for Carpenter is
in the
usually a
outfield
good
circle,
thing.
hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Maybe not this time. Hard hit, right field, base hit. Maybe more. How about Jahen today?
Throw comes into second.
Moving into second. Leadoff double.
Is into scoring position.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit.
Tanner Bybee.
Rip a line drive the other way.
5 solid innings.
What you did at the plate. You trusted your hands. You
The
let
first
ball
batter
drop,
that
and
Sam
you took the
Hentges
barrel straight to
faces
it. That's great work right there.
with a
Now
double
pretty
on a
good guy
hanging
coming up
curve.
With a chance to even this ball game up.
And now here is
Hard
Kerry
hitting foul.
Carpenter.
Netting on the
With the tying run at
foul
second
side
here
off
in the
left.
bottom of the 6th.
Don't do it again. I'll catch up. I caught up. I did what I could do. 0-2. Bullet, and that's through! Malloy will round third, head home, we are tied!
Score to second, and it pulls
Kerry
the short
Carpenter
Huge game tying at bat right there.
with another big hit against the left-hander.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So huge.
And now the right
All of a
fielder,
sudden,
Rodney Green.
Tigers and Guardians tied in hits. Ground
Hit on the
ball to
ground
the
is
left.
short.
Carpenter retreats. Throw is wild. It's off the railing.
Now
Green is moving up to second. He will be thrown out.
He's out, trying for 2.
He was trying to advance to second base from left field. Right field. Sorry. I mean, he ran so far past the bag there.
Getting ready to hit.
But the go-ahead run is on third with only one away. Hard hit, right field. That one will drop.
And that gets down.
2-1 Tigers. Torque to second.
He pulls into second, and a run comes in.
Wow.
To score.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Put a very
Tanner
nice swing on
Bibee
that pitch right there.
did
Got one
what
drive
he
and
could.
just
What
kept
an
it fair
outstanding
down that
game
right
for
field line
Tanner.
into the corner.
And maybe
It's almost
this right
impossible to
here
track
is
those
why
down as
he
an
is
outfielder.
only 5-0 in 10 starts. He's been great,
Here comes
but
Gleyber
when he
Torres.
leaves it to the
Intentional
bullpen,
walk
as
to the
Gleyber
lead,
Torres will
and
get
that sets up
intentionally
the double
walked.
play possibility with one away and runners at first
Now
and
batting,
second.
the center fielder, Akil.
2 on, 1 out.
Could
Batter now,
very well
Akil
just
Baddoo.
happen again. Here's Akil Baddoo, 2 on, 1 out.
Ball one.
Good block.
In the dirt, but kept close. No advance. Good
Blocked
job
by
behind
Fry.
the dish. Torkelson at second. Torres.
First pitch
at
curve ball
first,
to
one
Baddoo.
gone.
Woo!
Swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
One and
Much
one.
better.
The pitcher wants a ground ball double play
Much better.
opportunity here. You've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch.
Ground
that's
ball.
a no-no.
Baddoo might have a chance to beat this out. He does.
Not in time.
The inning is not over.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a
To the
strong,
left,
accurate throw. Had to rush
right
it.
rather
But
of
he got it off,
Rocchio.
and he got it there in
And I mean,
time.
he did
Balance
everything
that.
that he could have done.
Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers.
Here is Jake Rogers. 14 pitches in for Sam Hentges. Tigers have scored 2 runs and threatening for more.
Ball
Good
one.
block
In the
again.
dirt, and an excellent
Count 1-0.
job keeping it right there.
Throw down by Fry.
2 aboard, 2 outs.
1-0.
That one finds the corner, and it's 1
Tough
and
pitch.
1.
Woo!
Swing and a miss.
Wow.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Whiff from Jake Rogers. 1 and 2.
Fouls it
Fouled
off.
away.
Still 1 and 2.
Nasty slider
2
down
out,
and
2
in.
outs.
1-2 again.
Spoils
Out
the
away
2-strike
again,
pitch,
late
and
on
he'll
a
see another.
fastball. Disastrous inning for Sam Hentges.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first.
Ground
and
ball.
third.
Rocchio. Throw on to first to get
Flips it
Rogers.
across.
He will.
They limit the damage here. But 2
Well,
runs
we
scored
head
and
to
they
the
jump ahead.
7th.
7th inning coming
Justin
up.
Henry
It's the
Malloy
Tigers
started
2
it
and the
off.
Guardians
Carpenter.
1.
The big hit. Torkelson tacked one on as well. Tigers lead.
Top of inning number
Leading off
7.
for the
And here's the catcher, David Fry.
David Fry.
David Fry will lead off the 7th inning.
First
Take.
pitch just misses.
The only adjustment he
So
needs to
Brebbia
make
starts
is
the
his
inning.
target. If you
We have
aim at the
Gunther
outside corner,
ready
the slider's gonna end up way off the plate.
to
Perhaps
face
look a little more down the middle. And get it
probably
right where you
Valera.
want.
And we'll move into some of the back end guys. Might as well warm up Will Vest.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That pitch in for a strike.
Been
and
some
it's 1 and 1.
odd takes today for Cleveland.
That's a little
I mean,
bit
it really
low.
just feels like just a
2 balls,
complete
1 strike.
180 from what they did yesterday. Oh,
Ball 3.
well, it's 3-1.
And a swing and a
There you go.
miss.
3 balls, 2
Do it again.
And a
Stay.
foul ball. He stays alive.
He's still looking fastball, that we know. That's a dandy there from Brebbia. But a protect swing.
And it's
Protected
fouled off. They'll do
again.
it again.
Brebbia is about out of juice. Back to him. David Fry over
It's
3.
easy for him there, but they still get the out.
Now batting.
He's getting tired, but can he get through Carlos Santana? Much better against left-handers. Really not much of a threat against righties. Changeup drops in.
0-1's the count.
1-1.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And there's a ball.
Reby is starting to fall in the same path that Job did.
Half of inning number 7. Outside.
I also feel like we've had meter lag a good chunk of this game.
Inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
1 down,
3-2.
base is empty.
Fouled
Foul
off.
ball, and it remains a full count.
No idea how long this game's going to go, but could be a while.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
It's all I have with
Good battle
Reby,
here,
man.
About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And the
That's a
tying
walk.
run is on base.
So Carlos Santana will foul off enough pitches to earn a walk.
A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just
It'll
not
be
going
George
outside of what he's
Valera
looking for up there.
against Sean Gunther,
Pitching for the
Pitching
Tigers.
change here. Sean Gunther.
who's been, I mean, up and down, but
The opportunity to come in
had
and
some good
protect the tight
showings.
lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got. here.
Sinkerant.
Valera in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Valera with a home run last
game,
night.
1 out, 1 on.
His only big league hit. Swing and a miss. Sean Gunther out of the bullpen.
Strike 3.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Here's
Here's
Rocchio.
Ryan Rocchio.
Ground ball.
Swing and a
Sweeney
ground ball,
did
and
not
finds
get
its
it.
way through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Off day at the plate for Trey Sweeney, and now it's extended into his
Stepping in,
fielding.
Daniel Schneemann. A strikeout and a
Schneemann is actually better against left-handers. This is not what we wanted to see.
walk. That one finds the zone.
Sinker is in.
Strike 1.
Carlos Santana, 30 speed. On second.
That's
Whoa,
a
what a
strike.
pitch from
He's just
Gunther.
closer to getting out of the jam.
And a good call.
A bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea.
Oh, my goodness, and we hit him.
Got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Bases are loaded
Stephen
with
Kwan
2
stepping
away
in now
for
a
Stephen
critical
Kwan.
at-bat. 1 for 3.
Better against left-handers than he is against right.
Inside.
1.
Ball 1.
Flirting with disaster.
Just missed.
2 and
Pressure's on
0.
right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a
Foul.
run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Wasn't ready for it.
Deep breath. He's ready, and he fires. Still 2 and 2
Ready for it,
after
of
the foul
course.
ball.
Try and take some off a sinker. Ground ball. Sweeney. Backhand. Throwing to first.
Torkelson out.
It was messy.
The bases loaded jam
But Sean Gunther gets out of it.
The Tigers bullpen there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch.
Boy.
It's the Tigers 2 and the Guardians 1. We're back in a new
Bring
picture
in
here.
Hunter
Starting out of the
Gaddis.
7th, Hunter
Game number
Gaddis.
20.
Well, he's been
His
a really
ERA
tough
outstanding as well. Has been
Usually have to string
a little
some
bit
hits
rough
together in order
against
to get
right-handers, which, again, it's just a theme with relievers this
Now
year.
it's the
Not sure it
shortstop,
makes
Trey
sense.
For the Tigers, the shortstop, Trey Sweeney.
Well, it is 8-9-1 against Gaddis.
And And a swing
First
and a
pitch
miss.
slider.
There's that slider.
Great.
Wow, no
0-1.
fair right there. I mean, that's
Get our
sliding in
bullpen
to the
set up
very
for the next
last
inning.
moment.
Left-hander
Incredibly
switch
difficult to
hitter
pick that
righty.
up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Good. Jones better against right-handers. Ramirez better against left. Noel better against left. So, certainly thinking Will Vest, so he can stay up.
The
1-1.
shortstop takes the ball. That clips the corner.
Nasty. 1-2 on Trey.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
4 hits aside. You're going to let it going. Do it again. At least Trey's going to battle. 2 really hard to hit fastballs. I mean, really 3. I mean, down and in's tough.
Inside, just missed.
And now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I still think Detroit has not won in the City Connects this year.
That one
3-2.
inside. And now it's 3-2.
Baez due up next.
That
And
one
a
misses.
walk to
So
Trey.
leadoff walk.
Bring up Baez with a base runner on. Javi has not had a good day. Really nobody on the Tigers has.
And a foul ball.
And that's a little bit of why. You talk about the quadrant of the zone that has been hit the least, middle of the plate. All around the edges, mostly today for Cleveland. Check swing went.
in the dirt.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Cleveland with another nasty changeup. This pitching staff has a lot of good ones.
And down on strikes.
A slider, and I had no idea
Third time
it
he struck
was
out in
one.
this one, and definitely an individual
Javi has struck out
Just
3
hasn't looked
times.
comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the
I
ball
mean,
game,
we've seen
at
cutters
least you
that
can
move
focus
more.
on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Justin Henry Malloy up now for the Tigers.
One away, Jahan has half of Detroit's hits in this game.
That one finds the
Of
corner.
course.
That's strike 1. And that one is
Weak
lifted
fly
in
ball.
the air. Valera moving under it.
Valera there.
Out number 2.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder.
Well,
You got to put
here's
it
Carey.
into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better
Hit a
than
double
that.
against the
Wide
left-hander.
receiver playing football.
His last time up. Faces Gaddis. Potentially put an exclamation point on this game.
Carpenter
Ooh,
at the
ball
plate
1.
and takes high there.
Detroit. Go Carpenter. That's a sign. 1-0.
And that drops in for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1
Backdoor
strike.
slider at 90. Didn't make a mistake with it.
Swing and a miss.
Well, he's
ball,
used all
2
3
strikes.
pitches on the outer edge. 2 buried down and away.
That
Oh,
one
he
shot
tried.
misses.
Backdoor
He
breaking
tried to
ball
clip that
just
corner.
Missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it
He doesn't
again,
want to pitch the
hitter
carry.
knows he's going to have to swing it.
Breaking
Whoa.
ball inside. And it's 3-2.
It's Gaddis
Great RBI
giving
spot here.
Carpenter
Just gotta stay
his
focused
best
on the
shot.
pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Do it again. Slider down and in.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Nothing I could do.
Tigers leave 1.
Nothing
As
I
they're
could
unable
do.
to add to their
I could have
2-1 lead.
tried to swing, yes, but by the time I realized No chance.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's going to
So
be
it will be
Jones.
Will Vest.
Jones.
In the 8th inning of a very tight game. It's been tight all throughout.
Dig into his walk rate.
2, 3,
His numbers
4
are
for the
really
Guardians.
Impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing.
Will
the bat.
Vest has struggled mightily as of late. Oh! Oh, good!
That's offering upstairs.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right
What a
there.
pitch. Swing and a miss. Nasty sinker from Will.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this
And man,
inning.
Will Vest is due for a good outing. He really is.
Inning a bit more
Look at
interesting.
that.
But now this offense has to switch from
Yeah.
possibly trying to manufacture.
I would say have fun and hit that, but so many hitters foul that pitch off.
To get a run across the plate.
So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez.
Doesn't get better.
And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
A day after, Cleveland was very heavy on the first pitch swings.
Next offering away upstairs.
And I mean, if we have to walk Ramirez again, that's
Yeah,
okay.
there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you.
Of course, we have to take a look at this. Where was the pitch when the swing had started? To be honest, it's not the worst we've seen, but it's not even to the end of the keyhole here.
He will.
Good stuff.
And a strike on the outside
Pitch from
corner.
Will Vest.
And it's 2-2.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do.
Oh,
with
that's a
that.
problem. Sinker leaked over the plate.
And the tying run
One
is
out
on
single
base.
for Jose Ramirez.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands
Yep.
whatsoever. Such a good
Here
feel.
is
That
Noel.
pretty much split the
No
zone
hits
down
in the
middle,
series.
And those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Fouled off. He was
He
late.
just feels off balance, and I mean, after doing what he did in the first 2 at-bats of Game 1, got robbed both times.
Here's the pitch.
Runner on the move. Throw down. Rogers got him. No, he's cool. He's called safe.
Now in scoring position.
I knew the throw hopped, but my goodness. Oh,
So the tying run at second. And
High in
one
the air for
center
Baddoo.
field. Baddoo
shouldn't be any advance,
Puts it away for the out.
and there is not. Can't believe we didn't get that out at second base.
Now batting, the catcher, David Fry.
And next is the Guardians catcher, David Fry. 0 for
David
3
Fry
this
is 0
far.
for 3.
He's trying for third.
Throw down. Rogers. Oh, Ramirez did it again.
Not even close. And the tying run
What
is
a
now
jump.
90 feet away. 2 outs.
1-1.
One strike.
Vest will miss on a fastball. Oh,
Takes the
pitch.
strike. Definitely got
Slider
the
inside edge.
pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Problem.
Swing,
Baddoo
ball hit
on the
out towards
run.
left center
Hanging
field.
up in the air. A kill
the
ran
third
it down.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there. Sometimes
Tying
you just gotta
run
let it
at
out.
third.
That's an outstanding job of taking that.
And overall,
executing,
Will Vest
and
does a
getting
great
out of a
job.
tough
A hard hit ball from Ramirez. Stole 2
Now, new
bases.
pitcher on the mound as we
And
roll
now
into
it
the
is
bottom
Cade
of the 8th.
Smith.
Cade Smith.
inning. Just trying to keep this one close.
Switch
here.
hitter,
This is
switch
where a
hitter,
bullpen can give
and
their
a
players
left-hander.
chance to fight back in the
Due
game.
up in the 9th. So I mean so let's see here. Santana better against lefties. Valera better against righties. And I mean Rocchio more power against lefties, but more contact against right. Oh, give me Canely. Give me Tommy Canely. And hopefully we can get some insurance home.
Green, the batter now as he swings and misses for
97.
Smith, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch. And
Chopped a foot.
Sometimes a victory is just fouling
Green
off.
is, whoa, he's out. Close play at first base. A challenge prompt will come up. I thought live he was there.
Yeah, we'll get another look up here too. And
he's
they called
safe.
him out on the field, but
Easily.
This might be worth the challenge, and they'll have to see clear evidence the other way to overturn this thing.
Well, they are going to challenge the call.
So Riley Green will have a leadoff single here. I still love the fact that you can see the Majestic logo stitched in to the umpire jerseys.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look
It's just
at these
black
different
now.
angles, the more
So you're
I'm
not
becoming
supposed to
convinced
see
that
it, but it's very much still there.
It's turning out to be a pretty good challenge.
Riley Green with a base hit that went 5 feet, probably less.
By taking a chance with a challenge. Man at first, nobody out. And next to hit for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson.
Ground ball, base hit left side. Green is advancing to third. He is safe. Oh, close play at third base. Torque with a single.
Nobody out. Here's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
And here's Gleyber. Oh, man, an insurance run would be so big.
And a strike to Gleyber. Cleveland has some action going in their pen.
Infield is in, and
come on if needed.
Cade Smith gets a call here against Gleyber Torres.
1-1.
The 1-1. Ground ball, and it might just work. Oh, the infield is in, and Gleyber rounds into a double play. Akil Baddoo is up next. 0 for 3 on the night.
Akil Baddoo. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1. As a hitter, there's even more
97
pipe.
Good luck.
Right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch,
Hard hit, left center field, but it just kind of died out there. It is a one-run game heading into the ninth against a man since when he was named closer, Tommy Kahnle. I'm not so certain he's converted on a save opportunity.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth.
His record on the year is 3-0 in 21 appearances, but given that he is not listed as the closer, we do not get the save stats, but I'll tell you this, they are not good.
Well, one-run game, and now the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Change up will drop low.
And that's ball 1.
It's all we ever wanted to go to bed.
Inside, almost
2-0. Not the start we were after. The meter feels so strange. Fastball in for strike 1. Santana bailed us out. Hard hit, Malloy, backhanded.
Slings it across. Now
Kahnle's command be damned.
It's
a big first out.
But it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here is George Valera.
George Valera. Strike.
Call the strike. His bat waggle really gets me.
Little chopper rolls foul.
Like it's right in where the meter is, so there's just motion going on. It fucks me up. Oh, what a pitch from Tommy. Come on.
One down, base is empty.
Fouled away by Valera again. Fastballs, changeups. Let's go.
No!
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees. And
Finally,
doesn't seem too
ball
convinced
one.
by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Fly ball, right field for Green. 2 gone. Sad part is we're not home free yet.
The batter, number 4.
All it takes is one
chance in
swing.
this one. Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio.
Rocchio, who hit a home run last night.
Outside
Ball one.
low. And that is ball 1. A little bit low. Next
Reno.
offering is down low.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove on either.
There's a strike. And the count is 3-1.
Come on.
Fastball
3-2.
for a strike.
Helpful.
The Guardians down to their final strike.
Fouled off. First swing of the AB from Rocchio.
Fouls
He
it
got
back
a
with 2
piece.
strikes.
A mile out in front. 3-2 again. Fouled another one away. Here we go. Swing and a miss. One upstairs, finally.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle of the pack
Tigers will
team.
beat the
Everybody
Guardians,
knows
even the
that
series.
winning a game like
A
this
day
is
after we lost
Look
12-6.
forward to coming out again for the
And
next
to be
one.
honest, it could have been way worse.
Here today, 2-1.
It's a 2-1 final score.
For Chris Singleton and our
Let's take a look at this.
outstanding crew here
Johnny
at MLB
Brebbia
Show. I'm John
earns his
Shelby
first
saying
decision
so long.
and win of the year. Sam Henches, his first decision, it's a loss. And Tommy Canley earns save number 2. Be back at it tomorrow for game 3 of 4.